what actually AI did to help plan this event.
A lot. So what we actually did is we developed master prompts per the AI system we were using and fed those back into it. So those master prompts gave it a little context, like we're raffling off a grill and this is what our team is like and this is what our culture's like and this is the purpose of the event. That way AI could fill in those blanks and have really good direction.
Did you notice that some platforms are doing better at certain things than others?
Definitely. Claude was really good at organizing everything and being very detailed. Like the agenda and the schedule of events was all in order and the planning steps were all in order. But ChatGPT really hit on point with our culture points, our initiatives, and worked that into the theme of the event.
So after doing this experiment, where do you really see the human side of hospitality show up in this?
Definitely the connections. AI can set the scene and give us details about centerpieces and display signs and how to set the diagram for the flow. But when it comes down to it, the team is what made the event.
Welcome back to Lobby Talks. I'm your host, Miguel. Most hotels' events are planned by experienced teams who know exactly what works. But this time, we tried something different. We asked AI to plan our Q1 Associates Awards Luncheon. The theme, the schedule, even the raffle moment. Today, we're sharing what it came up with and how it actually turned out. But first, before we talk about the event itself, we have to explain how this idea even came to be. Because this was not a normal planning process. At some point, someone said, what if we let AI plan the whole thing? So let's start there. So let's introduce our marketing manager, Carly. Carly, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you today, Miguel?
Good, thank you. So where did this actually begin? Was this like a hallway conversation in a meeting? How did this idea come to be?
So typically, our director of human resources, Lee Taylor, takes the lead and helps plan this event alongside our banquets and event team. But I know she has a lot on her plate, so I sent her a really late night email. I think it was like 7 or 8 p.m. with this crazy idea. I think the subject was like, does it have legs? Because I didn't even know if it was a good idea to do this or not, and I just needed to bounce it off her head. And she immediately replied, which was unexpected for how late it was. But she was like, this sounds interesting. Let's discuss this in the morning.
Right? Was there a specific moment when the idea grew into a plan to actually consider?
Definitely. She did not keep that idea to herself. She shared it with a couple managers, and then suddenly I'm being called into a managers meeting where everyone's like, so Carly, share that great idea with the team. And I cannot.
The spot, huh?
Yeah, they really did. And I could not believe how receptive the team was to it. They're just like, okay, yeah, let's let them plan it. I guess they thought a couple less meetings we have to attend.
Less meetings, more time,
Yeah,
I get that.
exactly.
So that's the part that people are probably most curious about, like what actually AI did to help plan this event.
A lot. And we basically had like an idea of the menu, and we knew we had this barbecue grill that we wanted to raffle off. We had already begun selling the raffle tickets as part of our care committee initiative to raise money for all the amazing things they do throughout the community and internally throughout the year. So we knew a rough idea of the menu and a rough idea of we have to raffle off this grill at this event, but everything else wasn't figured out. And we wanted to streamline the time and have AI do all that for us.
AI is trying to be there to help, so I get that. So let's talk about the prompts, because AI is all about prompts. So it wasn't just typing one sentence and hoping it works, was it?
No. We definitely wanted optimized outputs. We didn't want to type something in and then get a horrible response and then have to keep chatting with that chatbot. Yeah, just no, that's bad. Do something different. So what we actually did is we developed master prompts per the AI system we were using and fed those back into it. So those master prompts gave it a little context, like we're raffling off a grill and this is what our team is like and this is what our culture's like and this is the purpose of the event. That way AI could fill in those blanks and have really good direction.
Is it just like one platform you use, or is there a different variety of platforms that you use for this?
We tried 4 because we wanted to have all the options laid out on there. We tried Google Gemini, we tried ChatGPT, we tried Claude, and we tried Copilot.
I usually only use, if I use any AI software, it's usually ChatGPT is like the most known one that I've been kind of accustomed to. So that's cool. There's actually a variety of different AI softwares.
Yeah, everyone loves ChatGPT because it definitely is encouraging and positive in its responses. It'll always be like, "You're doing such a great job."
Did you notice that some platforms are doing like better at certain things than others?
Definitely. Claude was really good at organizing everything and being very detailed. Like the agenda and the schedule of events was all in order and the planning steps were all in order. So that was great. But ChatGPT really hit on point with our culture points, our initiatives, and worked that into the theme of the event.
Oh, wow. But okay, but we have to talk about this. What were some suggestions that AI gave that you looked at and you said, yeah, we're not going to do that?
That would definitely be the answers that Google Gemini gave, just because I don't know if it didn't have enough information within that master prompt we developed, but the whole theme for that, the output it gave us was like a smokehouse and soul showcase, and it didn't
It wasn't really
make
feeling the vibe. It
yeah.
wasn't, yeah.
What does that mean? We were really confused about this convoluted theme and what that meant. I mean, yes, our team has lots of soul, and we have this grill, so I got the smoke and barbecue concept, but it wasn't a blended or
It's
cohesive.
like it's kind of getting there, but not quite. Like, yeah, I get that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you're this close.
Was there anything AI suggested that surprised the events team in a good way?
So we did go with ChatGPT's response, and ChatGPT themed the event as "Fired Up for Excellence."
I like that.
Right? It's totally in line with the initiatives that we are putting in place with our team, just adapting more of a luxury mindset and a team that just is seeking to deliver exceptional and excellent experiences for our guests.
So, what actually was something that AI suggested, and you were like, wow, that's actually pretty smart of AI to suggest that?
Yeah, they had some good ideas about the centerpieces, but ChatGPT had in there that we should use little string lights to light them up to give it more of like a backyard barbecue kind of vibe.
And I love a good backyard barbecue.
Right?
I'll be there right away.
I mean, we're in Oklahoma. Come on.
And then so the big question was, did it actually work?
Oh, yeah. It went off great. And the best part about it is we skipped like 2 meetings using AI. I swear it was awesome. So typically we'll have a planning ideation session where everyone's like, we should do this theme, we should do that theme. And then we have like okay, what are we gonna do meeting, and then an execution meeting. But we just went straight to, here are the prompts we're given, here's the best one. Let's plan out how we're going to do this. And we didn't even have a full meeting this time. It was just like, do we have this thing it's suggesting? Do we have that? Do we need to source this? Okay, we're done. It all happened in like emails.
AI is its own employee almost, but you're not paid it, right? Do you think AI understood hospitality culture and tailored this to the specific team?
In a nutshell, only if we told it. So it doesn't pick up on, the idiosyncrasies of our culture, of our core values, those types of things, only if we're telling it. So we did, when we were developing those master prompts, give it a little bit of background, but I feel like some of the AI platforms didn't pick up on that, or maybe that's just because they're not human and they were more focused on the steps and the planning parts, and didn't just hit the mark with all of those culture touch points.
So it's missing a little bit of that personal feel, almost kind of, you say. So maybe the real takeaway is AI can help, plan the blueprint, but hospitality is actually the people.
Exactly that.
Wow. Of course, we couldn't just talk about this on the podcast. We had to hear it from the team. So during the event, we grabbed a few associates and asked them these 3 questions. Did you feel AI planned this event? What surprised you? And what actually worked?
I'm Rochelle Lalou, Director of Sales and Marketing. This did not feel like an AI planned event. There were so many details that I thought somebody that's a meeting planner must have done this. What surprised me is the design of the event. So you can insert in AI details of different elements of the event, and I was really surprised at how creative AI actually was with the marketing. What actually worked is the way that AI tied in the type of food we have to what our raffles, what our giveaways were. That was very creative. Also creatively of how we display our awards. So that was really fun to see.
Lee Taylor, Human Resource Director. This did feel like an AI planned event. This was absolutely amazing. And from A to Z, it was implemented the way the AI engines instructed. What actually surprised me was that it went off without a hitch. There was nothing wrong. All of the details were very well planned out according to the instructions that the AI implemented for us. Everything worked, from the planning to the flyers to the food to the music to the decorations to the backdrops and to the beautiful team. It all worked.
My name is Deborah Birchfield, and I'm the financial controller. So did this feel like an AI planned event? Absolutely not. This looks like it took massive amounts of time to put together, dozens and dozens of hours of labor. It is to the T perfection. What surprised me about the event was how it was the perfect blend of elegance and a homestead feel, to where it's so homey and welcoming, but at the same time you really feel like you're in an elevated event, which is great, making everyone feel special and valued. I think the whole thing works. You take the cart up on the stage, it looks amazing. The food is spectacular. It ties right in with the theme. I love the place settings. I love the twinkle lights and the flowers, and it's just, I think this is over the top wonderful.
I'm Smita Tandon. I'm the banquet manager. Absolutely not. It felt like that, the team worked together in it. That we had everything in house and everything matched up. It reduced the event planning, the time.
So after going through this whole process, letting AI plan this event, it really brings us a bigger conversation. What does technology help? And where do people make the real difference? In hospitality, that's a big question. So after doing this experiment, where do you really see the human side of hospitality show up in this event?
Definitely the connections. AI can set the scene and give us details about centerpieces and display signs and how to set the diagram for the flow. But when it comes down to it, the team is what made the event, because we were getting out of the office or for housekeeping or culinary, out of the rooms, out of the kitchens, out of the event space, coming together and connecting. And that was the true magical part about it.
Human connection.
Exactly.
And I think that's what goes a lot in hospitality. Like you can't go in hospitality without really getting the feel of people. So I get that. I get that aspect of it. Was there a moment during the luncheon where the team had to adjust to something in real time that AI just couldn't predict?
Oh, definitely. So we had a little snafu with our photo booth.
Oh, tell me more.
The light coming unplugged on our little light up on our AI suggested the most fun flames banner for this Fired Up for Excellence team, which was great. We got it, we set it up, we steamed it, we followed the steps, but the light kept coming unplugged, so we had to adjust in real time and make sure that was plugged in, so everyone was still having fun, engaging. We borrowed props from the kitchen to make it look like we were the chefs and we were firing up for excellence. And it was a really good time, but we definitely had to plug that light in 10 times.
It became a team bonding activity as well as a photo booth, huh? Recognition events are really about people. How did the team make sure the awards moment still felt personal?
Our leadership team did an incredible job with the recognitions. They know each of our associates very well. They told a little story about them before they presented the awards, and it just made it feel special and personal and like they recognize all the hard work our associates do.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And that people like to be recognized for the hard work. So I can see that. What did this experiment show you about the role of event team leaders in hospitality today?
That there are a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of details that take a lot of time where AI can kind of help with that burden, but some things just cannot be replaced by AI. Sure, organizing the planning and the steps are great, but you still need a prompt with what the basic outline is going to look like, what the theme should be, what the culture should be. You have to give it a little bit to work with. Otherwise, it completely goes rogue and gives you a really, really wild response.
It's going to come in its own tandem and just start giving you
Exactly.
random ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the real lesson here. AI can help with the ideas and structure, but hospitality is always going to be powered by people. And that wraps up our AI experiment at the Q1 Associates Award Luncheon here at the Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills and Ruffin Event Center. We learned a lot. AI gave us some surprising ideas, but the moments that really mattered were powered by our team. Hospitality, after all, is about people. Thanks for joining us, and remember, AI can plan an event, but hospitality is always human. See you next time here on Lobby Talks.
Bye. And before we wrap up, if you've made it this far, you're clearly a part of the conversation. But here's the thing, a huge number of you tuning in each week aren't actually subscribed. So if you're enjoying Lobby Talks and want to stay tapped into conversations like this one, make sure you hit subscribe wherever you're listening. Whether that's Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or your go-to platform, subscribing means you'll never miss the insights, strategies, and real-world moments shaping what's next for meetings, events, and the destination driving business forward. We've got more conversations like this coming your way. So go ahead, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of Lobby Talks.